We got all combat, got all the challenges. I missed a secret somewhere, so let's go back, try to find that, and pick up our last audio log that I missed. Whole level will be open now. That's one thing I didn't... Oh, I hit... No, take me back. Okay, I just want to go back, please. Here we go. We are not going to the necropolis. We're going back to Titan's realm. Jay, what would you think of a Reaver shooting infested Terrans? I would like that more than a normal Reaver, because then they wouldn't explode in your face. But I think any of the well-known map makers for StarCraft 1 or even 2 could look at Insurrection and make it legitimately better than it is currently, almost with ease. I would have full confidence in Pronago or Vorgaz or Iquare.
The age of his reckoning was uncounted. The scribes carved his name deep in the tablets of hell across eons, and each battle etched terror in the hearts of the demons. They knew he would come, as he always had, as he always will, to feast on the blood of the wicked, for he alone could draw strength from his fallen foes, and ever his power grew, swift and unrelenting.
So it's not clear. All of these demonic tablets are talking about you. And in the second one that we picked up, this giant dead Titan was the demon that came that tried to face me, and we killed it. So we murdered this thing in the past, and now its bones are here. Just so fucking awesome. Okay. Let's make this work. Okay. Okay, but really, get out of here. Trying to save my... What? Trying to save my ammo for my other stuff. Please pass away. You know why it is? It's because I've got them set to be able to be glory killed easier. There we go. Missile turrets that shoot probes or banelings doesn't sound like it would work. But it did! Okay, enough of this. Wow! Really? I'm infuriated that that did not kill these. I don't have enough ammo to really... Just gonna have to use explosive shot a bunch. So where's the secret that I'm missing? Does anyone have any idea? Because I genuinely have no clue. Just slightly improved and less annoying sounds exactly what something like Insurrection needs. Ow. Okay, this is... That's gonna use all the remaining ammo pretty much, but that's okay. Clearing out those was worth it. I just need chainsaw ammo and something to chainsaw. I might cut this out of the YouTube VOD too, I don't know. We're sort of just back to farming and finding secrets, so... Whoop! Wasting BFG shots. Yep, that's it. At least we're getting ammo for killing things now because we have low ammo. Shotgun shells. What a treat. Does anyone have any clue on where the last secret area that I was missing is? You know what it is? I think I know. Please, please run. Wow, I keep getting trapped. Now I'm especially trapped. This is it! We did it! Did we do it? Yes! Okay! We did it. We got the stupid rocket launcher mod. Finally. Leveled up. Whoop. Jayborino, what is your favorite soda? I think that's the most wholesome question anyone's ever asked me. I appreciate it. My favorite soda... I don't drink that much soda. I just get like a Diet Cola of some sort. I like Coke Zero. I'm not a big fan of something like root beer or Sprite. Like, I'm not a big citrus soda fan either. I don't know. So yeah, I think I'd stick with some sort of a Diet Cola. You're gonna leave the installation map untouched. God, that was one of the worst ones. I can't believe you're even looking at those maps with any sort of seriousness to change. That's wild. Well, yeah, the dialogue was funny, but the map itself was truly terrible. I don't know what Jay likes with sodas, but I do know he loves licorice. That's a call. Was that Insurrection, or maybe that was Retribution? Talking about licorice. I think we can all agree anyone who likes black licorice is crazy and probably dangerous. Yes, ammo. I've needed this. Okay, yes. Suck up all the ammo. So what am I doing here again? I'm missing a secret, and it's near the end. Where is it? Does anybody know? Because this is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to replay the whole mission. In fact, I'm going to replay the whole mission, and I just need yeah, I just won't put it on the YouTube VOD, but could always edit it so that when I find it, we're back in business. The only weapon mastery that I'm going for at this point is... Can't do that. The only weapon mastery I'm currently going for is Heat Blast, which fucking sucks. But we'll do it. More ammo. Nope. Heat Blast! That didn't kill him? What's the point of fucking Heat Blast if it can't kill a staggered demon? You know, I think I need to turn off the more easily staggered demons because their health is too high when I'm thinking that I'd be able to kill them. Let's do that. And go with... I already have Blood Fueled. I quite like that one. Yeah, let's go with Armored Offensive now. Yeah, see, it doesn't even kill them when they're staggered. What a terrible ability. Yes, I do recall going on about licorice. That's because black licorice is fucking disgusting. I understand that's an opinion, all right? This is hyperbole, but it really, it's one of those things where I struggle to understand how anybody could like it. And I'm not saying I don't think it's impossible for anyone to like it. But there's a lot of things I don't like that I totally understand other people liking. I don't really like mushrooms. I like a cream of mushroom, like a soup. It's great to cook a pork loin in a slow cooker with some cream of mushroom soup or mushroom gravy. But like a raw mushroom on a burger or something, not for me. I don't like it at all. But I understand why someone would like it. It's got a specific texture to it. But black licorice, I feel like, has zero redeeming qualities. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, is someone who likes black licorice. I'm not out to get you, okay? I just want an explanation. What is it about it that you find good? Because I don't really find it a particularly sweet treat. It's rubbery. And it has like a weird bitter bite to it that you don't get with a red licorice. Something about black licorice. You're probably the only people that keep Jägermeister in business. Whoop! But I could go on and on about things that I don't like that I'm sure other people do. I'm not trying to dispute that my opinion means that I have some sort of higher understanding of taste. I don't. I will say, I think my dentist has commented on multiple occasions that I have a pretty large tongue and large taste buds. So I always wondered throughout my life if that makes a difference with how I experience taste compared to other people. Do you think so? I have no idea how that works, but I feel like the size of your taste buds probably... I'm not talking like abnormally large tongue. I just mean like larger than average. But they also always say like you have pretty large taste buds, which is weird for them to say because your dentist is basically a stranger, right? And it's intimate enough that they're looking down your fucking throat. But then for them to be like, "Wow, you've got a pretty big tongue." That's not something you would say to a stranger. Again, I feel like they were taking liberties there. They were taking some liberties with the fact that they were already very close to my face. And they're like, yeah, I could say this, and he couldn't do anything about it. What's he gonna do? Muffle, hey, that's awkward for you to say. No. They know that they could get away with it. But you wouldn't say that to a stranger. Anyway, I wonder if, I do sometimes on occasion wonder, I'm like, I wonder if throughout my life I have experienced taste in a different way. Because one thing I learned, and I think this is just a hypothesis, but it may be true, is children, so as you grow as an adult, you lose taste buds. They die and don't heal and grow back. So I feel like children have more sensitive taste, which may be why most children are picky eaters, as opposed to adults who grow into a more refined taste. You show me a child that likes black licorice, and I will show you a fucking freak. I'm sorry, that's extreme. I'm just kidding. I genuinely cannot think of anything else at this moment where I would say, I don't like this type of food, but I think nor could I figure out why someone else would like it. I can't even think of another food besides black licorice. What is my favorite food? I like cheese a lot. And it's weird because you talk about like, oh, well, cheese is my favorite food. I'm not saying that just cheese by itself is something that I'm going to go out of my way and just be like, I'm going to eat just shredded cheese. I like cheese garnishing pretty much everything. I'll admit that. I'm a big fan of that. Macaroni and cheese, nacho cheese, and I've got an admission, and I'm not ashamed of it. I guess I'm a little ashamed of it because I'm considering it as an admission, but I like really shitty fake cheese. I think it's great. Like nacho cheese that you get out of those dispensers, I like it. All right, American cheese slices on sandwiches, I like. I find that a lot of cheddar slices and provolone slices are flavorless. So you're basically adding 100 to 150 calories to your sandwich for virtually no addition to the flavor or even the texture of the sandwich. American cheese, it's flavorful. And I'm not saying everyone has to like it, but I feel that it's more flavorful. It's a more flavorful cheese. Probably because it's a fake cheese. And I enjoy it. Nacho cheese especially, just melted fake cheese. It's great. How do I get out of here? I think I have to go up to the top level. I guess you like cheese, Jay, because you play a lot of cheesy StarCraft maps. Ha ha! Got him! Yeah, that does remind me of the Warcraft 3 cheese story. Thank you for bringing that up. Four guys. Yeah, so my parents used to make fake grilled cheese, and you know what? To this day, I still like cheese, even though they had basically ruined it, right? I still find myself quite enjoying just those shitty American cheese slices that they used to make the fake grilled cheese for me. It's not something I've ever brought up with them. I feel like it's about that time. I'm 29 years old. I think it's about time I can approach my parents about something like this and say, hey, I feel like I was lied to my whole life and you're responsible for it. And it actually affected me to the point where I still think about it this day and, in fact, rant to strangers about it. So I feel like we need to have a family discussion about this. I think I'm old enough now that I can broach that type of topic. I don't know. Once you get old enough, yeah. I not everybody. Some children have excellent relationships with their parents. They can go to them about anything. I could go to my parents about everything, most things, I should say. They were very supportive parents. Love my parents. They helped me a lot as I grew up. They contributed towards me getting my degree, and you know, crippling student loan debt is not something I have now, thanks to them. So, big shout outs to them. But you know, some people, they've just got like a really, I don't know if intimate is the right word, relationship with their parents, where they're like, hey, let me tell you about the first time I had sex, Mom. And I don't know, maybe it's because that's like younger kids now, and there's more of an emphasis to be more open like that with your parents. Whereas like my age, like you just didn't, like it was still like your parents just didn't want you having sex, period. And I'm sure there's still a lot of parents like that. Anyway, the point is, what I'm trying to get at here is, I didn't have the type of very close relationship with my parents when I was younger. But now, I quite like spending time with my parents. I like visiting them. I like talking to them. And I like spending time with them when I'm able to, because I'm in a different state, and I call them every week or every other week. It's a pleasant conversation. I like to hear how their lives are going. And I think it's about that time where I can start approaching those more taboo type topics, such as, hey, remember when you used to make fake grilled cheese and you try to pass it off like normal grilled cheese? I feel that this has scarred me specifically because cheese is one of my favorite things to eat with everything, and you ruined it. You ruined it. That's the intimate topic that I'm talking about, by the way. Who cares if it's fake as long as it tastes good? Thank you, Hypo0. I appreciate that. Some people, you know, it's like beer snobs. There's cheese snobs. They're like, oh my god, I don't want this fake cheese. It has to be an aged Munster cheese. And I'll be honest, Munster is a good cheese. I feel that Munster is in fact a pretty flavorful cheese. Let me be clear about this. Come to Peru and buy cheese. We have lots of cheese. I think I have a lot of viewers from South America. I like that. I know I have some representation from Peru and Chile and Brazil. It's exciting. Okay, here's a food-related topic. I tried bringing this up on the podcast in the past, but I didn't get as many responses as I liked. I think Popu-Trash was there chatting. I don't know if Popu-Trash is here this evening, but we were talking about food and how other countries interpret your cuisine. So I'm thinking like in America, like what's food that America is known for that everybody gets wrong? Because I feel like every country has some sort of cuisine that, okay, so for example, like Tex-Mex. People are like, oh, I'm going to go out for Mexican. And it's like, no, you're not eating Mexican, you're eating Tex-Mex. That's very different from actual Mexican food, right? I think there's like a massive difference there. In America, I think it's like southern cooking. Southern cooking, barbecue, like fried chicken. I think a lot of that has gotten wrong by the outside world. And also Americanized pizza. I think you can only get good Americanized pizza in America from a few specific places, which is very snobby, I'll admit. But anyway, you know, people in the chat, let us know where you're from. Please, you know, I'd love to hear where you're from and let me know what sort of cuisine is from your country that I wouldn't be able to get if I went to a restaurant of your ethnic cuisine in another country, because it would be gotten wrong. Again, I think a good one is barbecue. For America, barbecue and fried chicken. Those two things, like, you need to go to Tennessee or Texas to get some barbecue. That's real barbecue. It's just, you can't really imitate it And it's weird because I live near New York City. I'm like 15 minutes away, subway ride away from downtown Manhattan and Brooklyn. So like I have access to a lot of different cuisines. And what I'm happy about in New York is when you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's typically legitimate Mexican food because you're in a location where there's enough diversity that people of that ethnicity will be coming and actually cooking the food. It's not people trying to imitate it. And again, Tex-Mex is a typical Americanized version of Mexican food. Really not close. Josh in 1 in all caps. I'm from Europe! Sorry for the weird entrance. We have no cheese here since 2014 when our degenerate government banned all food imports from Europe. All food imports? Russia doesn't import any food at all from Europe. I didn't know that. That's quite interesting. These are the types of facts about the world that make me feel just a little bit more cultured just for learning about day-to-day life in other countries that I wouldn't have had if I wasn't playing Doom and talking to strangers. It's a thrill. Oh God. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let's see. Did anybody... I said it before, but I'm from Spain and really not sure what Spanish food you couldn't get in the States. I mostly eat food like pasta, pizza, burgers anyway. Isn't Spain quite known for ham? My wife had been to Spain, and she had mentioned... Maybe it was just this location in Spain, because I don't want to pigeonhole all of Spain, but I guess ham was everywhere. Just ham hanging from places. And there were, like, ham festivals. Come and buy queso mantecoso from those guys in the mountain. Queso is so good. I agree, and it depends on what queso... Because queso in Spanish is literally just translates to cheese. But when you go to a Tex-Mex restaurant in the States and you say queso, what that means is you want spicy, melted, fake American cheese. Which is, I find, delicious. But again, it's weird because you're like, I would like queso, which again literally just means I would like cheese. But when you say queso, because if you're saying it in Spanish, it means I would like melted fake spicy cheese. Can't you get Iberic ham in the States? Probably. To be honest, I haven't looked. I'm not really in the business to be going out and buying any ham products outside of the typical lunch meat for a sandwich. Good luck finding a true Franciscina? I don't know what that is. It's natural and from northern Portugal. Can you please elaborate on what this is? The fact that I don't even know what it is means that's, of course, I'm never going to get. I would not be able to find one. Though I've never looked for a Portuguese type restaurant. Since I'm in New York, I have a unique opportunity. So if people recommend to me different types of, well, for me it's considered quote ethnic food. For you, it's just food from wherever you're from. But I can go to a restaurant and possibly get something remotely close. So I'll have to make a list. I can't believe I'm just playing through this whole level again. Why am I doing this? Oh, because I have to find the secret, that's why. I've gone this far getting 100%. I can't stop now. Here in Brazil, there's a lot of cool food. Does Brazil share... Would you say they share their cuisine with more of the South American dishes or Portuguese dishes? Is it like an interesting mix there? Because I know nothing about Brazilian cuisine. I've been to a Brazilian steakhouse, and to be honest, I didn't really understand what made it a Brazilian steakhouse comparatively. This is what I mean. I'm not very cultured. I haven't done a lot of traveling. It's very expensive to do. This is an opportunity as a group to learn about the world. There's an asymmetrical answer to the U.S. and... Oh, the sanctions, right. So against 200 of our politicians and businessmen affiliated to those politicians. Okay, so in response to the existing economic sanctions, you do not import food. Some categories of food are basically gone for 3 years. 2 things. 1, what the hell is this rant? And 2, look around the room you're in right now for the last secret. Just to reiterate, this one that I'm in at this moment. I feel like I didn't really truly understand American obesity until I went to my in-laws for the first time. And they're not obese. In fact, I'm just saying they're from Kentucky, which is one of the northern of the southern, what is considered the American South. And it's a lot of butter. It's like home cooking. It's just American home cooking, as you would think of it. And it is truly delicious. It was so good. But I can understand if you eat like that your whole life. I think that certainly explains the obesity epidemic in my country. It's the second to last room. It's the second to last room, right? Yeah, I picked up the blue key. And through the blue door is the end of the level. I actually didn't pull the lever. I still need to do that. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? The lever is over here. In the Netherlands, you can get almost every food type from Japanese sushi and Thai to barbecue and KFC. Is there a traditional Dutch cuisine? Here in the Philippines, so much delicious food. See, I've got someone from the Philippines and Brazil say there's so much delicious food here with no details. Come on, you got to fill us in. What do I have to be on the lookout for? Because I can go to like a Thai Asian fusion restaurant as well, but I wouldn't expect that to actually be delicious ethnic Thai food unless perhaps it's managed by someone from Thailand who has immigrated here. I don't know though. I don't want to disparage chefs who know their stuff, who can cook different types of food. In Romania, we have something called mici, or maybe misi, that all strangers love until they found out how it's prepared. Basically, pork minced and grilled. Okay, so it's like, trying to think of the right way to describe this, but you said minced pork. Sort of like a pork casserole almost, or is it like a kebab that's chopped up very fine? I'm not describing how I'm imagining this correctly. Still haven't found this secret. I feel like it's in this room. It has to be. In the yellow key room. No, we can go through the blue key room still. And that's not the end of the level if we go back there. How do we go back there? I think we have to go through a teleporter to get there. Something called stampot in the Philippines, and it's just crushed potatoes with carrots. Haven't eaten in a while, so don't know the specifics. Okay. Crushed potato and carrots. I think the secret is in here. God, I don't know. No, it is here. Yep, there's a megasphere that I missed. It's in this. It's in here. God, something so stupid like that, and I had to replay the whole mission. But hey, we got to talk about food. Well, we might as well just end the map. We might as well actually just go and play the last combat area. Level up our stupid heat blast, right? Very important. Hey, I want to talk. Come back. This heat blast leveling up is actually going pretty well. Oh, I'm sorry, the Dutch food. I'm sorry, I got you confused. Excuse me, yes. So what I just described, the crushed potatoes and carrots, that's Dutch. Let's do this. Maybe I'll just put this out as a bonus episode as part of the Doom series on YouTube so people can hear our talk about food. Maybe then they can contribute. It's almost 2 a.m. in the UK and you people are making me so hungry. Yeah, my wife teaches on Tuesday and Thursday nights. And I have to make my own dinner, which typically just means I make... This won't be a surprise after our previous conversation. It's just me making macaroni and cheese. And I leave her some for when she gets home, because it's late and she doesn't want to eat anything too big. And, yeah, now I'm kind of hungry, too, because it's not that fulfilling of a meal. But I'm also sort of dieting, trying to be more diligent about my calorie intake. I feel like I've been playing markedly better when I've just not really been paying much attention at all. In Malaysia, there's laksa, noodles in a spicy soup of some sort. Sendol, or possibly kendol, shaved ice with pandan and coconut, and many more, but visiting the Penang... I'm sorry about the pronunciations. I apologize. I'm clearly getting a lot of this wrong. Is the best place for most tourists. Okay, and I assume you could get both of these things there. Okay. We're done with this mission officially now. Good lord. Perhaps I'll play one more mission. If everyone here is still sticking around, though I know a lot of you are around the world. It's funny because I'm bringing up international things, and at this moment, most people in Asia, I imagine, are in school or work, and most people in Europe and East Europe and Russia are asleep or ready to go to sleep. It's the middle of the night. So the only people who can talk about international food who are awake in the evening time right now off work normally are in my own country.